Alright, welcome back everybody. We have made it to July and it is time to get to work. I made a little snafu, but I think we're going to be okay. So the price of soybeans is already going down. So it looks like the best price is this 2105 over it. I'm not sure what GCEC is, but that is going to be a little bit of a drive. It's clear up here on the clear up over on the other corner of the map. And it doesn't look like I'm able to use the train to get there, so I'm going to have to do some driving. Yesterday when I looked, the prices were a little bit higher, but now I thought they were close to 2200, but now it's saying 2169 is the peak and they're starting to go down, so I need to get those delivered. What I did though is I went ahead and cheated and I pre-positioned everything, so I didn't have as many soybeans as I thought, but I have some on the truck here, and then I have both of these wagons here full. So I think what I'm gonna do is see if I can't hook these wagons up to the truck. It may take some time getting up there, but if I can do it all in one trip, that's what we're gonna do. So actually, I gotta be careful here though, because these trailers like to roll backwards if you aren't on a level surface. Looks like we're gonna be okay now. Jump here in the tractor, get it out of the way. And then what I'm gonna do is I already walked out once and looked at the weed. It's not quite ready, so we're gonna have some time there. Just gonna go ahead and park this right here, I think. I have the 70-20 hooked up to the gravity wagons already for the wheat. You can see down there in the distance it's still green, but I think what I'm gonna do is jump in. So I did just a little patch yesterday to confirm that this is gonna work, and it went all right. I think the only thing I did have to cheat the system a little bit though. I believe I had to pause seasonal growth because the calendar doesn't have the planting season listed for the short season soybeans. It wasn't letting me do them in June, but I was able to pause the growth calendar and it was going to let me do it. So we're going to cheat the system a little bit, and also I discovered that with this drill here, I do not have to till up what was already there. So I'm going to hit that button higher, get Elliot going on that, and now if I walk forward, there it goes. I have short season soybeans now growing. So we'll get that taken care of. So while he is doing that, we're going to go jump in this truck and go for a drive. I'm going to probably mute my microphone and not talk for part of this. That way, if it does end up taking as long as I think it's going to take, I can time-lapse this part for you guys. So let's see here. But first, we got to find out if we can hook these up at all. It's going to let me do it. I guess there is a hitch under there somewhere, yep. So it's going to let me do it. So alright, let's go for a drive and see how long this takes. I'm going to bring up the map just briefly to try to figure out which way I need to go. $22,000 liters. So, I mean, we'll get a little bit of money out of this. Took a little bit longer there to stop than I was expecting, but I think we're gonna make this. All right, so here we go. Let's go deliver some soybeans. All right, so it looks like we got around $46,000 there for those soybeans. But now you can see why I'm trying to do more soybeans here in the fall. When I purchased the farm, I only had one field, so that's what we got off of it. So on the way back, I decided to go ahead and stop here at the animal dealer, and I'm just trying to do some cost forecasting here. So if I was to buy 30 Holstein cows that are fully mature and ready to start producing milk right away, I would be out $58,000, which isn't horrible. We have $130,000 in the bank, so that would leave us still with a good little over around 70,000 left. But if I was to actually get heifers instead, that's almost half as much. So that leaves us at $35,000 and still leaves us with about $100,000 left. So we're going to go back over here and jump in the truck, and we're going to stop by the dealership on the way back just to double check the cost of the combine I was looking at. This won't be as much of a drive, so I don't have to time lapse this one. The computer actually helped me out there. It installed an update or did something, so it automatically stopped my recording on me. But luckily it was while I was delivering the soybeans, so I don't have to go back and re-record anything now. But I reset everything, got back in here, and now we're gonna head up here to the dealership on the way home. And as you can see, yeah, the truck is struggling a little bit pulling these two wagons behind us, but I still think that was a better option, because it was going to be either that or pull those all the way up there at 15 miles per hour with the tractor, or this truck holds about 7,000 liters, so it was going to be 3, maybe 4 trips back and forth with the truck. So it took a little bit longer to get there, but I still think overall it's going to be faster than having to do 4 trips. So get the fire station here on the left. Got a couple of restaurants, a few houses. You saw the gas station. Got a bank, got a diner. Got the butcher. There's a sign for the butcher plant, but there's nothing there right now. That's eventually when we start doing cows, where those are gonna go. Just gonna pull in here. Just go over here and block the door. That works. Turn it off before I get out. And so what we do is we just walk up to this little store icon here, and let's go to harvesters, and let's go find the one I was looking for. So I got there's some 1400 and 1600 axial flows there, but we're trying to stay green here. There's some more, 1420 for 41,000, 1440 for 54,000. Those are a little bit newer model. There's our 105. But if I scroll over here, the 4420, 6620, 7720, and 8820 are a little bit newer models. We are looking for this. So yeah, there we go. 6600 is going to be $31,000. So yeah, if I go ahead and purchase this, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got for options. Diesel with a tall exhaust. Will stand up. I can add 1970, 1978, 76, 75, 74. Let's do 1973 with a visor. That looks good to me. So $31,000. We are going to go ahead and make this purchase. And that chime you heard was actually because I have delivery set up. So what I'm going to do now, and I talked about this earlier, I'm going to go in here. I'm only going to get $4,000 for this, but I'm going to go ahead and sell off the green platform we had for the 105. I'm going to keep the corn header. For now, we're just going to run 2 combines. And then I can come back later and get a corn head for the 6600 that we just bought down the road. 10 foot, those are all Case IH. There's New Holland, Fent, Massey. You gotta keep going here. There's a 28-foot Gleaner. There's the ones for the IH combines. And here we go. There's the 353. Those are the newer model ones. And here we go. We got a 620F. I think those are the newer version of John Deere headers. So here we go. Here's a 215. There's a 220. 20-footer. That looks about like what we want. Do I want 18? Trying to think of how wide the auger is on that 6600. I go with I don't know why that little issue with the animation there, but galvanized battery right there on the 218. That's going to cost us 10,000. We might just go with that one. I thought there were some other older ones down here. There's some New Hollands. Nope, that's it. All right, we are going to get the I think 13 and 15 is just a little bit too small. We're going to go 18 foot. We're going to go with an 18-foot green platform header here. Let me back up. I hope that this one works with this combine. We'll find out soon. All right, so those are purchased. So now I'm going to drive back to the farm. I'm going to stop recording here again, and I'm going to jump ahead, and we'll probably be back in August when it's time to harvest some wheat. All right, we have made it to August. It's time to get to work. You can see the wheat is ripe in the distance. Got the 620 out to help out today. I got put 1 round of fertilizer down, and it looks like I'm gonna have to come back with some herbicide. You can see some weeds coming up in the soybeans out here, but they're coming along pretty well. So we're gonna get some help going here on the 620, put down some fertilizer, and then the cavalry is here. So we got the 6600 combines here with the header ready to go. We got the 7020 back here on the gravity wagons. We got the C50 on the 2 barge wagons. We got the 4630 sitting here hooked up to the baler and the hay wagon, and then we got the 5020 back there ready to go on the drill to get some more soybeans in behind us. So I just froze up for some reason there. I don't know what I got stuck on. So we will teleport our way to the combine. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to turn my menu on here for a second because I want to make sure that I remember which buttons I need to hit to turn on and off my straw swath. So we are going to turn off the straw swath while we go around the edges. But then, because I just don't want to put myself in a position to where I'm driving over my soybeans and corn here on the neighboring fields when it comes time to get the baler hooked up. So we're going to do a couple of laps here with the combine. I don't know how much of this I'm going to record. I might actually do some time lapse on the harvest just so you can get a little bit more of it, because I already got a decent amount of content for this episode. So let's get lined up here. Get everything turned on. All right, we are good to go. I'm going to turn my menu back off. And let's get to work. Harvest some wheat. Let's see what kind of yield we get here. I never went around and put that extra application of fertilizer on the wheat to increase my yield. I hope, you know, the wheat is not something I'm necessarily using for profit. That's why we're going to go with oats next time around, because they are worth more on the market right now. But we'll make do with what we get. Next time around, I'll make sure I do a full fertilizer application on them. I mean, we're doing all right. And we're back to liters again. So earlier I was on bushels. I'm back to liters again. I can't figure it out. That mod just keeps bouncing back and forth. I think I got 2 or 3 things on here that just don't want to get along. So get here to the end of the field. Stop. Lift the header up. Like I said, I think I'm going to go around the outside a couple of times, and then I'll start coming back through the middle. And when I do that is when I'm going to start dropping my straw swath. I already have straw bales in the dairy barn from the oats that we harvested in the very first episode on that small field where the for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the very first episode of this. But where the farm is built started out as an oat field. So we harvested all of those oats and put all of that straw up in the hay barn, or up in the dairy barn. But it's only about the hayloft up there is only about 50% full, so I got some room for a few more bales. That's why I got everything lined up, because we're gonna have to turn and burn here. We got to get the wheat out, we got to get the bales up, and then we got to get the drill out here and try to get these short season soybeans in before it's too late. I was hoping this wheat was going to be ready in July, so we would have some more time. But I'm gonna test my luck with those short season soybeans and try to plant them in August and see what happens. From there, so one time around the field. We're at 15% full right now. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little bit of time lapse here of the harvest, give you guys some fun music, and enjoy the ride. Alright, the first load of wheat is in the trailers. I've moved them over closer to the field. I also sent Elliot over to the dealership. He was able to purchase a rotary hoe, so he's out there now working on getting some of the weeds that are out here in the soybeans. So he's out there on the 40-20 doing that, and I am going to get here and start baling. I got Dad out there in the 6600. He's out there working on the wheat. I'm going to need to jump into my menu again quick because I'm cheating again. I need to go to the trailer. So the bales will automatically load onto this trailer. I don't have to have somebody standing back there doing it for me. So that we've frozen up again. It's done that a couple times to me. I guess I just got too much going on. My computer can't handle it. So you see, we did 150. We did 150 bales last year. So I think this trailer will hold like 152 or 154 on a full load. I think the hayloft holds 300, so we're just going to go until we get 150 bales while Dad continues to work. I got quite a bit of that field done on the first load of the combine, so he should be able to go for a little while. I'm just trying to do this since there's so much going on and so much to get done. I'm going to let you guys watch me do a couple of rounds of bales here, and then that'll be it for this episode. So I gotta think everything up and running. There we are. And now more up and down, up and down. Looks like this wants me to go 6 miles per hour, so 6 miles per hour it is. And the graphics in the game have the swath of straw being wider than the baler, but it's still picking it up. I guess I gotta find the sweet spot here. If I leave a little bit behind, I'll leave a little bit behind. I'd like to get it all, but I'm not gonna need this whole field to get to the 150 bales, I do not believe. See, now I'm leaving it on the left side. So, already made 2 bales. There you can see them coming out, and then they get to the end of the chute, and then the trailer recognizes them and they automatically load onto the trailer. So if I show you this from the other angle, you'll see they come up off the chute straight up onto the trailer. They get stacked on there, and so we made almost 6 bales in that row. So that's a good start. If I need 150, let's do the math. I'm gonna use a good portion of this field to get it done. So, but yeah. So now we're gonna make the bales, and then I think off camera I'll get over here and plant some soybeans over the top of the stubble. I already had the seed; it was already purchased, so I'm not losing a whole lot of money out of that deal, but we're gonna see how far we can take it. We'll see if these short season soybeans will give us 3 crops, and then next June, when those prices of soybeans is back up in the $2,100 to $2,200 range, we'll be raking in some money. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. Got quite a bit of content again. I've been trying to not use time-lapse too much, but I think it worked out great for this episode because you got to see 3 or 4 different things. Next episode we will be in September, and it's going to be time to start chopping silage for the dairy barn, at which point I should be able to go back over to the livestock dealer and buy those heifers, and hopefully start producing milk before too long. So that's where we're at for now. As always, thank you for watching. Also, this I'm going to experiment again with this video. I'm not sharing the links to every single video on my personal Facebook page. So if you normally watch my videos because you see the link on my personal Facebook page, you're going to miss a few of them. So make sure when you're in YouTube watching this, click the subscribe button. And then after you've done that, you can click the notification bell. And then if you're logged into a YouTube account, you'll get an alert in your notifications whenever I post a video. And then you won't miss any content. Got some exciting things coming. Hopefully the St. Edward, Nebraska map will be out before too long because I got big plans for that. So as always, thank you for watching. I'm going to continue harvesting the wheat and baling some straw, and I will see you guys in September.